everyone, I am Khushi and this is Ruchika
Hello.
from HubShop. We are an independent media platform and we talk about what's relevant. In our interview series called Warriors Battling COVID 19, we bring you people who are on the forefront of the battle against coronavirus pandemic. As India witnessed lockdown, a large number of people like daily wage workers, domestic health laborers, etc., lost their livelihood, and the inability to get it even 2 meals a day became a major concern. But our social warriors came to people's rescue. A large number of NGOs have been working day and night to provide food and sanitation kits to people in need. And today in this video, we'll be talking about one such initiative, a much needed initiative by Ratnatraya Foundation, Free Food Van. And we have Mr. Aman Kothari, one of the co-founders of Free Food Van, which works to combat the issue of hunger in today's time. We welcome you, Aman. Thank you so much for joining us. We know you're busy, but we're really glad that you agreed to do this. So, how are
Thank you
you
so
doing?
much. First of all, let me introduce myself. Aman this side. I'm the co-founder of Ratnatraya Foundation, and we have started this initiative of free food for all. So this initiative have been started 3 years back, but it is worth it, or we can call it fruitful only right now. So we are serving around 10,000 people daily, and we are still battling for it.
So, how did you guys start this initiative? How did this idea come to your mind? What was your motivation?
Uh, Around 3.5 years before, my grandfather, Mr. Saudhan Singh Kothari, he lived. He used to live in Rajasthan. So for a treatment, for a small chest treatment, he visited Delhi. So my dad took him to AIMS Hospital. So during that month, almost twice a week or thrice a week, my dad and my great grandfather used to visit the hospital daily. So they saw those poor people, those patients, those families waiting outside the gates, outside the wards, and not getting the food. So my great grandfather used to like give them some biscuit packets, or he used to take some home cooked food from home. So he used to give them. So he used to like it, and during the whole month, he daily took some packets, sometimes biscuits, sometimes any other food item, sometimes water bottle, juice bottle. So every time he used to take something for them. So slowly, my dad also used to like that. So 2.5 years before, when my great grandfather passed away, so that day, to pay a tribute to him, my father started this initiative, and we just bought a small van and from our own NGO, which we have started 7 or 8 years before, which we were not doing much. So before 2 years, 2.5 years, we started this free food van, and from that day we haven't stopped, and we are just continuing our journey.
Aman, do you guys regularly work on this? Only this since the NGOs are like getting lesser day by day, and those these are the numbers that should increase. So, do you guys regularly work on this?
Yeah, we work on this, and we have like during the COVID-19 epidemic. So we have started from 26th or 27th March of 2020, and we initially started with distributing 300 packets, other week 500 packets, and next week 1,000 packets. And initially, after 15 days, we used to feed 10,000 people daily, and till 30th June 2020, we were operational. Right now, after the unlock 2 has been started, so we have just stopped our operations due to there is no such people requiring much food, so we have stopped our operation. But before that, we were continuing doing that.
So, have you gotten any help from the state or the central government? We have seen many of your work has been in partnership with the Delhi government. In what ways they have helped?
Yeah, not much I can say about that, because most of the food which we distribute is distributed through the state governments, through state police, and through the social workers working with the government. But in terms of support, mainly we have got the distribution support. In terms of food or some terms of money, no, we don't have got much support from the government. but still we are helpful that we can help them, and they have given us the opportunity to help the poor people. So that's a much of a need which we have got.
So were they like helpful during the lockdown period? So like the movement during the lockdown period, how was your experience at that time?
It was great from day one. The district collector, like we are operational in New Rajendra Nagar, so the district collector, district magistrate have called us and asked for the help. So it was really a great, like we can say that I haven't got a chance to talk to them. So they initially call us and ask for the help. So they have given us the pass, they have given us the movement, they have also provided, like we just have a one van and we were feeding around 10,000 people. So from one van, it is not possible. So the nearby police stations and the nearby district offices have sent their own cars, sent their police gypsies to collect the food, to distribute to the needy people. So it was really helpful from them.
So how did you guys take care of the sanitation and the social distancing during the COVID time? That was a big
Uh,
issue
big
in
issue.
terms of
During 2 3 days,
food
we
and
were
yeah.
not much aware about that. Neither we knew how to do that. But like we are a team of around 15 people. So I was handling all the things, but my dad and few of the other members of our supporting organizations have help us. They were the doctors. They were initially working at AIMS Hospital, so they just visited our place and create an atmosphere. Like they just teach every one of us, like you have to maintain a social distance of 2 meters. You have to maintain the hygienic things. You have to wash your hands every time you come in and out of the place where the food is cooked. You have to wash your hands. You have to wear masks. You have to put the gloves. So they taught us everything. They provided all the gears from masks to the sanitizers and the gloves they have provided us, and through that we have done everything we can do to prepare a healthy and hygienic meal for everyone.
I wanted to ask that because of lockdown, you might have faced found difficulties in finding volunteers. So, like, have you found any difficulty in finding funds and volunteers? Has the COVID-19 situation affected this?
Initially we just started the lockdown food distribution on 26 March, so we were not having any funds, we were not having any volunteers, even we were not getting any people to cook the food. So initially my younger brother who knows cooking, so he just started cooking a little bit what he can cook, and we just started with that. So the next day, like around the campus, there is one small temple. So that Panditji came and tell me that how are you cooking? You don't know cooking, so let me help you. So from that day, 1, 2, 3, we started getting volunteers, and the 15 people which were working for us, all were the volunteers which we get initially. So the people are good, and we just need to find them. So after 1 week, we just found all the good people, and we just started. And about the donations, we were fully working on donations only. We just put, like, I also have some money saved, so I just put initial amount, and we just started with that. So slowly we started getting donations, and we were working well and quite good. We have done, I think.
I
Yeah,
hope you keep
definitely.
founding more good people. How do you manage the space for preparation of food and delivery vehicles, etc.? Since you must have accelerated the activity in recent times, and how did you manage the resources? Is there any particular person assigned to it, or you do it yourself?
We have already started 2 years, 3 years back now. So we were already having the facility to prepare food, and the van is also our own. So we are already delivering through this van from past 2.5 years. So we were delivering 500 packets outside gate number one, AIMS Hospital, daily before this epidemic also. So the day it was announced that the lockdown has been started, we just have to move to our place and just start cooking food. We were having everything from cooking material to packaging food, and we were having everything except the staff, which we arranged gradually.
Since your initiative has been targeting hunger, and we have watched and read how it spiked during the past few months. So,
Yeah.
was there any assistance from the government to fight the hunger? How do you think the government has tried to combat the issue?
The government could have done much more better, rather than they are doing right now. But okay, it's okay to say that they are doing it their best what they can do. Uh, as far as I know, I'm not much experienced person. Like my age is just 27, so it doesn't sound much experience. But as far as I know, like most of the NGOs, like we are having our own NGO, Ratnadar Foundation. So like our NGO, I know 10 more NGOs which were doing the same thing. And similarly, in the whole Delhi area, there were around 10,000, 11,000 NGOs which were doing all this work. So the government just have provided them a platform or just asked them for the help. So they were just managing all the NGOs through this. Rather than the government could have done much more better things. They have the MCD places, they have the kitchens, they have everything. So they can directly provide us the raw material, or they can just ask us to come with your staff and prepare the food, or come with your van and we have prepared the food, you start distributing. So rather than doing this thing, they have just asked for the help. So we have done what we can do at our best. But if the government has supported much more better way, we have done a much more better thing rather than we are doing right now. Like I have feeded around 10,000, we have prepared around 10,000 meals per day. So if we have got that much of support, our capacity was preparing around 50,000 meals per day. After 15 days, we were having a regular 10 to 12 calls of persons calling us and like, we want to volunteer. If you need volunteer, you can just revert back to us and we will come, we will distribute. Or if you need any raw material, we will take that for you, we will bring. So I was very lucky that I got such calls, but if I have support of government, then I could have done much more better than this.
People like you are the heroes of today, and we need more and more of you. How do you think people can participate in social causes with full-time jobs?
You don't have to make it a full-time job. Like I have a green tea business, so I do my business in the business timings. After that or before that, I have much more time than that. So you don't have to stop doing whatever you are doing. You just have to work responsibly. You just have to, like, if you don't have any funds, you don't have anything, you just don't need any funds, you don't need any platform for that. If you want to help, then you can cook meals or the leftovers at your home. So if you have your lunch, then after that, whatever the leftover is, you can just go and distribute it to a nearby chowkidar or nearby person requiring them. So would be termed as a uh, it would be termed as a thing which we are doing as an NGO. It would be same. So we are not the heroes, just we have done something which everyone could have done.
Willingness and time management is the key.
Lastly, Aman, do you have any message for our audience, or do you want to share anything we might have missed? Please go ahead.
I just want to say everything that everyone can do this thing which we are doing. I cannot say that I am doing it alone. There are many NGOs, many people around Delhi doing the same thing. I just wanted everyone to help the people around their houses, around their workplace, in whatever manner they can. Like if you can provide them with the masks, just do that. If you can provide them with the food, just do that. So I just urge everyone to help someone in need rather than making your own like enjoying in your own comfort zone. You can just take one step and even helping your chowkidar or your kamwali by is a grateful thing for them. So just start with that and it would be great. Delhi will be much more better than it is right now. So just start this thing.
So thank you so much for inspiring us. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for being so patient with our questions. And we can't thank you enough for your work. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for this interview.
Thanks for tuning into Hubsha. We hope that you enjoyed the interview. For the next interview, we are bringing in a teacher who will talk about the difficulties of online education and what the future will look like post-pandemic. Stay tuned.